film evenings were the social, highlight of Bob's life. And the film evenings consisted of inviting filmmakers to share, their latest works. And one of the people that was often in attendance was Arthur Knight, and he would bring his wife. And Arthur Knight was a reviewer for I believe it was the Saturday Review. And he was a great supporter of experimental avant-garde films. Bruce Conner, I remember very clearly standing in the living room with his little cigarette. Is that appropriate to? Okay, that's the first time I'd ever seen pot, okay? And believe me, I got an education, period. I mean, this whole scene was totally foreign to somebody from the Midwest. And anyway, it continues to be an education. So basically, Bob would set up the projector in front of the fireplace, line up all the chairs in the living room, and people would come. I didn't have as much to do with John as we did with Jim. Jim became a close personal friend and to both of us, and after Bob passed away, he was a mentor. His spiritual consciousness is something that he shared with us in addition to his beautiful works of art, his pottery, painting that we have in our living room that I cherish, that's a work from Yantra. And he introduced us to Krishnamurti over in Ojai, and so we shared on many different levels. I always felt protective toward Jim because he was skittish and he never liked public acclaim. He didn't really like being around people. So when we finally got him out to do a retrospective for a film forum, that was an accomplishment. That he was a very dear and close friend and caring toward the children and sensitive, and he put up with me, okay, because well, as I said, I was like a mother hen. I wanted to protect him from audiences and people that were going to bug him, so that's what we did. He made his transition May 19th, 1974. And so at that point, it was time to take over. And so when I stepped into the office, as I had mentioned earlier, having no knowledge of exactly the way the business was run, I just had to use what was there and really follow very closely what he had set up because of his organizational skills. And so we continued, with the exhibition, because I think had one in Las Vegas for AECT, and published another catalog, and continued to see, new filmmakers' films, their works of art, and acquired quite a few during that period of time. And my emphasis was on the higher consciousness films, that would be used as a catalyst to lift and inspire people, to get them out of themselves, as opposed to just entertain. Well, consciousness is something that we all respond to. And my perception of a higher consciousness is something that transcends this physical level, that takes the viewer into another realm of being and allows them to have an inner experience that is cosmic in nature. Films that are an indication of higher consciousness, to me, are the film works of James Alfred Whitney, beginning with Yantra, Lapis, Dvija, Wu Ming, and even the film exercises that he did with his brother John. And Radiance, the Experience of Light, that was done by Dorothy Fadiman. There's so many.